stand with Oregonians and Americans across the West and say, we love our public lands. We want to keep them public for everybody, for all Americans and for our kids. And so this is a petition of over 700 signatures, mostly Oregonians. We'd sent in a little over 200 folks from the district right after Greg did his floor speech saying, whoa, wait a second, where's the part where you talk about the economic value of public lands and the values to hunters and the values to birders and the values to families. As you probably know, the Malhuer brings in about $15 million a year to Burns, and that's really important for Harney County. And those values weren't spoken to at all. And so we're here representing the warblers and the wildlife and the public lands, and we'd like Greg to stand with us as well.
Okay, well, thank you, George, appreciate that. To be quite clear, Greg has not expressed any support for those folks out there at all. So, hold on.
In his press conference he did, sir.
So, no, Wes, he did not.
On the floor he did of Congress.
Hold on. He has been quite clear that they need to leave, that they are not welcome.
I heard that.
And while they certainly bring up an issue that needs to be discussed, their methods, he cannot and does not support.
What is he doing about it?
Yeah.
So,
What is he doing about it?
there are discussions that are being had, but I will tell you this, with regard to the folks that are there on the refuge, it is a law enforcement matter.
Nothing seems to
We
be
expect
done.
Greg to be in support of our Malhuer and to speak up for the community that's being terrorized. The kids don't go to school anymore. We need more from Greg, we really do. That's why we're here. There's a lot of people. I'm a public employee of 42 years, and I'm tired of government being bashed, and that's bashing me. Greg needs to stand up for the community over there. He needs to do that publicly. He hasn't done that yet.
I've sent,
I would disagree with you, Wes. He has stood up for the community.
sir, I have sent emails to
Okay.
Harney County, the Oregon State Police, and the FBI,
Okay.
asking when I, as a citizen, can go and visit Malhuer National Wildlife Refuge. I have not received an answer.
Okay. Well, I can't speak for those.
Why is that?
Greg should speak.
I can't speak for those agencies.
Okay, all right, I'm going to send the congressman
Okay.
an email, and I expect an answer.
Okay. So,
Can you tell us what is being done at all? It doesn't appear that anything is being done legally to get
I agree.
them off the property.
well, there are things that are being done by law enforcement.
They come
I
and
don't-
go at will.
Excuse
They
me?
come and go at will.
Yes, ma'am, they do.
I
So,
have a
Greg,
question. It's
Sure.
a good idea not to start another vehicle right there on the refuge. There may be a lot of damage. But they should be arrested as they leave and come and go at their will. And the OSP has already arrested one.
they did, because they drove government vehicles
So
into
my
town.
question is, if that is their strategy, why did Finicum get to leave the refuge and drive hundreds and hundreds of miles?
To Utah.
To Utah to do an
I
interview
can't tell you
with a
that.
talk show, and who knows where he is now? Why was he allowed to do that and not arrested? Why was no arrest warrant issued for him?
I can't tell you that.
Well, I'd like to.
Well,
know.
don't you want to know yourself? I mean,
Yes, ma'am, those are questions.
But
I'm
he's
happy
not
to
law
share your
enforcement.
concerns with the congressman,
Why
but
did he
we're
blow
not
up
law
He
enforcement. Thank
blew
you.
up the water plant.
That's
That
it.
public policy is behind and fueling this. The water plan that everybody agreed on,
There-
Greg
there's a lot-
Walden
there's-
blew it up. Listen to this. This is so important.
Wes,
And
I
he
understand.
is helping these people, these outsiders come in and terrorize Harney County. Greg needs to get involved and get on the right side of this, and that's for us.
Yeah, and saying that you're not law enforcement is a cop-out, because you are our elected officials that are
Okay.
entrusted with the lands that we protect under our laws that exist here.
Okay, ma'am. But again, with regard to the protesters there, it is a law enforcement issue.
but what if they don't do anything?
That's
Senator
everybody.
Heinrich
And that's FBI, that's the sheriff's
Okay,
department.
it's everybody, but
So-
what are they doing? It's costing
Ma'am.
us thousands and thousands of
Millions.
dollars. to sit here
Because
waiting
Walden
for somebody
contacted
else.
the Attorney General, Senator Heinrich from New Mexico. I mean, it's embarrassing for this state that an out-of-state senator writes a letter to Attorney General Lynch and says, arrest these guys now. While our Wyden, Merkley, Walden sit back and say, well, they're working on it.
Inappropriate.
That's embarrassing. Has Walden contacted the Attorney General yet? Yes or
I
no?
don't have an answer.
More
Well, why not? You're telling me no.
And we
Because
didn't,
I don't have an answer.
Telling constituents want him
What's the
to
estimate?
be more involved and speak for us. He's not doing what we expect out of him.
Okay, Wes.
in fairness, you didn't know we were coming today, you know, and that's one of the reasons that we gave you a call this morning, is to give you a heads up. And I hope you don't feel too
No.
put on the spot.
I hope
Because
you
that's
don't.
not what we're trying,
We're good.
not what's trying to happen here. And it's, people feel so emotionally, I think, about the takeover of a beloved place, the Malhuer Refuge. And then the militants really, it's not the Oregon way, and so it touches a nerve for a lot of folks. But I think that the take home that is bringing people together all across the state today is that people love their public lands. And we would like to encourage the congressman to take a more vocal pro-public lands tact.
Okay.
And tomorrow I know that he gets to meet with the Medford Natural Resources, you know, folks. And so he's going to be hearing from, you know, the business community. But there are folks all over his district today who are rallying and who are trying to make their voices heard, who love their public lands, love democracy, don't think armed takeovers are appropriate, and who have seen Greg's floor speech and read his op-ed and have read, you know, the list of complaints and problems that he has with public lands and with public management of them. And so we'd love to also see some statements about the importance of those lands economically, culturally, ecologically. They're the backbone of what makes Oregon, Oregon. And so, and I know there's a lot of passion, a lot of anger. We probably hear it from everybody, you know, and what we're saying is that these public lands bring benefits to all Americans.
And I would like to add my voice as president of the local Audubon Society.
Okay.
To just say that all of our members are extremely upset by this. And Audubon worked way too hard to establish these refuges. And they're very important to all the migrating birds.
Yes, ma'am.
And we just need to protect them.
And they need to get back out there and get ready for the migration that's going to be coming.
Okay.
And these people are going to be there to watch it.
Okay.
Thank you so much for hearing us.
All right. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. See you, Wes. Thank you. Appreciate it. Thank you all for coming. Really do appreciate you coming in. I'll be sure to pass this along to the congressman.
Thank
And
you.
let him know your concerns.
Great. And we would love.
I think,
Yeah. I do know for everyone who's saying
Thank you.
oh, Sherry.
there is a response.
She's at the door.